How are you doing? Good?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Yes. Today is 5th of November. By the way, today is a special day. Do you know what day is it?
The USA election.
Yeah, but beside that, it's a holiday in UK. It's bonfire night.
Sorry?
I'm gonna show you now.
Bonfire night?
Yeah. You could talk. Okay. This is on there. Look around. I think someone else might come. Okay. Okay.
Bonfire night.
So we're gonna watch a video.
Remember the 5th of November.
So there is a song as well. This is the song.
Remember the 5th of November. Why? Because it's bonfire night. But what is bonfire night? Why do we celebrate? How do we celebrate? Bonfire night was started because of a plot that was foiled back in 1605 on November the 5th. A group of people had been plotting to blow up Parliament.
Blow up?
Levantamiento.
No. Explode.
Sí, on the
Blow up.
King James inside, and one of these plotters was called
Guy Fawkes. So probably you know Guy Fawkes because of the Vendetta film, yeah? So you know the mask with the mustache?
Yes.
So the character is called Guy Fawkes. Was the guy. He was trying to blow up Parliament, okay? So he was caught, okay, and then he was hanged, yeah. And that's why they celebrate the 5th of November.
Plotters? Bombas?
Now, plotter is a person that plots, that try to do terrorism, okay?
Guy Fawkes. On the 5th of November, he was discovered in the basement of the Houses of Parliament with a huge barrel full of gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
Pólvora.
Pólvora.
And a fuse ready to be lit. The guard discovered him, arrested him. He was tried and found guilty, after which he was hung, drawn, and quartered.
Okay, so so hang, drawn, and quartered. Yeah.
A nasty punishment. In order to celebrate his survival, King James ordered the people of England to light a huge bonfire on the evening of the 5th of November. And that is how Bonfire Night began. Back in the 1600s, Bonfire Night was about politics and religion, and it caused some unrest for many, many years. But these days, we've forgotten all of that, and Bonfire Night is all about having fun and social interaction. So what will you find in the UK on Bonfire Night? Well, bonfires. Usually there's one big organised event that you can go to where they have a huge bonfire that's kept very safe. Fireworks. There has to be fireworks on Bonfire Night. Of course, it's not fun for the animals. They find it quite nerve-wracking. But for the kiddies and for the families alike, we all enjoy a good fireworks Guy Fawkes. Even though Bonfire Night is no longer about politics, Guy still features in most bonfire nights. Children will enjoy making a huge, life-size Guy out of tights and newspapers and old clothes. And what they would normally do then is throw the Guy onto the bonfire and burn him. Which is interesting because the original Guy Fawkes wasn't killed with fire, he was hung, drawn and quartered. And many organised events will also include things like music, rides or funfair type
Rides. Como desfiles, yeah.
stalls. You might even find candy floss, toffee apples, alcohol being served. It really is just a chance for families to get together and enjoy a good night
So
out.
basically it's similar to Las Juas, okay, Las Juas. More or less the same, okay?
In the fresh air, hopefully when it's not raining. So if you are celebrating Bonfire Night with a little sparkler, a bonfire and some fireworks, then I hope that you have a wonderful time. But remember to stay safe.
Okay, so I'm gonna show
Que
you.
se entiende.
Yeah, she speaks very
Joder.
clearly, yeah? She's a very popular teacher on YouTube, by the way.
Remember, the facts in this script.
Hello.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down the top 5 facts about Bonfire Night.
Bonfire.
Yeah, can you sign? So we're talking about today. Today is a special day in the UK.
Okay.
It's called the Bonfire Night. Okay. So today there is a celebration, like a holiday, a public holiday. Okay. So we celebrate this. So I just showed him a video about why they celebrate this. Yeah. And now we're gonna talk about 5 facts.
Bonfire nights.
So there are fireworks. There is a guy effigy. So it's like the doll, yeah, to set fire. So they build like a doll, yeah, out of paper or whatever, and they set fire. Similar to Los Juas, yeah, here. Okay. Alright. And they have candy floss, you know.
Tienda de chuchería.
Candy
Ah,
floss,
coña, ya.
toffee apple,
Manzana caramelo.
yeah, all the things, you know. The ride, parades, yeah. Okay, what they celebrate is a historical event. So probably you heard about this one because of the film, yeah. Vendetta, do you know? No?
Vendetta.
So probably you know this. Maybe you know the mask. Yeah, have you seen it before? This is from a film. I represent this character. Okay, he's a historical character. His name was Guy Fawkes. So he wanted to blow up Parliament. Okay, he was caught with gunpowder and a fuse. Yeah, and then he was trial, found guilty, and he was hanged, drawn, and quartered, which people used to do a lot in old times. Okay, hang, drawn, quarter. Like Braveheart. Have you seen Braveheart?
No.
Was quite common those days. Aquí en España, ¿cómo era? ¿Garrote aquí era?
Guillotina.
Bueno,
No,
no,
guillotina
aquí era
no,
garrote
guillotina
aquí.
no, era-
Era te partir el cuello. Pero todavía. Guillotina fue después, fue francés. Anyway, so they are celebrating this. How do you say 5 de noviembre?
November the 5th.
Remember the 5th or the 5th of November? There is also a traditional song with this, so I'm gonna play it. Let's see if I find it. Let's see. I think.
Fifth of November.
Okay.
Remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgotten.
Okay.
Guy Fawkes.
Let's see if I find another video. Thank you. Bonfire night. Why is it celebrated? Okay. So I'm gonna play a video. Supposedly this one explains why they celebrate this day. Okay. So it talks about the history behind this. Okay.
Locked up in the Tower of London.
I love history, especially when I had the chance to look around dark, damp old dungeons and check out gruesome stuff like torture chambers and... well, you get the idea. So here I am at the Tower of London. My uncle's a beefeater, one of the special yeoman warders. He's always telling me about the famous prisoners at the tower, so I've come on a tour to check the place out for myself.
Have you ever been there? Have you ever been to London? No? So there is a tower. It's called Tower of London. It's not too big, okay? And you can see these guys dressed up like this. Yeah. These are called the beefeater because in those days they were the only one who could afford to buy beef. It was quite expensive at the day, yeah. But they were the only one who could afford to buy this kind of food, yeah. Most people couldn't buy, you know, right? So this is a tourist attraction over there.
Uncle's favourite stories is about Guy Fawkes. He was a prisoner here over 400 years ago. He's the reason we have bonfires and fireworks on the 5th of November. I love fireworks. His plan was to blow up the House of Lords.
So blow up,
Sí, explotar, ¿no?
explotar, ¿ya? ¿Y cómo se dice 5 de noviembre? Ujú. The 5th of November o the November the 5th. November the 5th es más americano, ¿vale? Normalmente en Inglaterra the 5th of November, como la canción, ¿no?
During the state opening of Parliament on the 5th of November 1605 and kill the king, James I. But he was found out before he could carry out the plan and was imprisoned.
Carry out the plan. Llevar a cabo, ¿eh? Carry out the plan.
Pero llegaron a matar, leí.
¿Ah?
Lo llegaron a matar, no sobrevivió alguno o lo entendieron mal antes.
¿A quién? ¿A Guy Fawkes? Guy Fawkes lo pillaron.
Sí, lo pillaron, pero llegó a matar a alguien.
No. Estaba preparando
es
todo.
Que entendió, vale, es que entendió que lo había matado, no, que quería matarlo.
Sí, tenía un plan de explotar, ¿no? No sé si lo sabéis, la época estaba revuelta de la religión. Se perseguía a todos los católicos. Entonces quería, digamos, acabar con los protestantes, ¿vale? Quería acabar con el rey James II, I think was, yeah. Vale. Si os interesa, buscarlo por internet. Es bastante larga la historia, ¿vale? De hecho, Game of Thrones está basado toda en la historia de Inglaterra. Si os trae la historia de Inglaterra, es todo muy movedito, ¿vale? Igual que la de España. O sea, España...
The tower before he was executed in a really nasty way. That's weird. Looks like there's a flickering fire in the grate over there.
So, flickering. ¿Qué va haciendo así, no? Flickering fire. Que se va moviendo. ¿eh?
I wonder. Perhaps Guy Fawkes wants us to find out more.
Your name, sir?
My name is John Johnson.
John Johnson. Ha! That's Guy Fawkes, all right. My uncle told me he gave his captors a fake name to start with, and that would have made a big impression whatever name he chose. And I can see why. He's massive, really tall, and strong, with a big bushy red beard. Doesn't look scared at all.
Can you give it to her? Thank you.
Names of your friends, the ones with whom you plotted this evil act to kill our king.
To plot es planear, más o menos. Yeah, to plot.
The charge will be treason.
I shall say
Thank
no
you.
more.
For all your religious conviction, it's...
Treason, treason, traición, ¿vale? Treason. Yeah?
You are only too happy to cause harm and to smile whilst you're at it. You don't seem very sorry to be here at all, Mr. Johnson.
I'm only sorry I was interrupted.
Ha! You're so proud of your evil schemes, you won't be silent for long. Well, we shall see if the Privy Council can loosen your tongue. The sooner you find the words, the more lenient your treatment shall be. Think on.
Guy Fawkes was tortured to get him to confess and give up the names of his fellow conspirators. He certainly didn't make things easy for himself, though.
Who do you plot with? Why do you speak in Spanish? What other plots do you have?
I will tell
Okay,
you.
I have to explain this. At the time, was the time of Felipe, ¿vale? So do you know about? Well, you know that we used to be at war with the English, right? War. You know war? Guerra. So Spain and England was at war. Okay, we sent a fleet, a lot of boats, yeah. La Armada Invisible, ¿no? ¿Habéis estudiado historia un poquillo? ¿Sí? Pues era alrededor de esa época, ¿vale? Entonces hablar español en la época era considerado como si tú eras católico. ¿Vale? Bueno, si os gusta la historia, miradlo.
You nothing. What was your plan?
To blow the lot of you to Kingdom Come.
Bring the rack.
Uh-oh. The rack's like the worst kind of torture. When
El
he
rack es esto que te estira. ¿Vale? No, es algo para tortura, ¿vale? Es una máquina.
finally brought to trial, he pleaded he was not guilty. But all the records show that he was pretty proud of what he'd done.
You have been found guilty of high treason. At the King's order, you are to be executed on Tower Hill, and your remains sent to all 4 quarters of the kingdom.
Ew! I don't think I even want to know how they're going to do that. From that day, the King ordered that there should be celebrations every 5th of November to remember how close he had come to calamity and to celebrate peace. It started the tradition of having bonfires and fireworks, just like we do today. Sometimes we think of Guy Fawkes as a bit of a hero. It's easy to forget that what he did would be called terrorism today, trying to blow up a building and hoping that people were killed. But no one should be tortured like that. Otherwise, maybe we're just as horrible as the criminal. What do you think? I better catch up with the tour. Catch you later.
Porque catch up es coger a los otros, ¿no? Pillarle, ¿no?
Locked up in the Tower of London with support from historic royal palaces. Find out more at Funkids.
¿Alguien está en Londres? ¿Solo tú? ¿Has estado aquí en el Torre de Londres?
La he visto con esta.
¿Sabéis esta historia? Pues ya sabes que allí se torturaba, bueno, en España también, ¿no? En todos los sitios. Sí, antiguamente era así. Aquí éramos muy famosos por el Garrote Gil, ¿no? No estoy hablando hace mucho, ¿eh? Estoy hablando de un 100 años atrás.
Hace años, pero no tanto. Como para...
Esto está hablando de 1600, aquella época, ¿vale? Bueno, pues estoy hablando de esto porque hoy se celebra una fiesta que parecía Júa, ¿vale? Hace un muñequito. Bueno, voy a enseñar aquí un poquito. Voy a enseñar un poquito, ¿vale?
Pues le dice, se siente muy bien la chica.
¿Pongo esto otra vez?
Sí.
Vale. Sí.
Remember the 5th of November. Why? Because it's bonfire night. But what is bonfire night? Why do we celebrate? How do we celebrate? Bonfire night was started because of a plot that was foiled back in 1605 on November the 5th. A group of people had been plotting to...
¿Cómo se dice 5 de noviembre, Aurora? 5 de noviembre. You have to listen. ¿Cómo se dice 5 de noviembre? The 5th of November, or November the 5th. 5th, not 5, ¿ok? 5th. Blow up, ¿qué es lo que era? Blow up.
Explotar.
Explotar.
Para explotar.
Vale.
¿Qué plan lleva?
Blow up Parliament with King James inside, and one of these plotters was called Guy Fawkes. On the 5th of November, he was discovered in the basement of the house.
Basement.
It's where I work. I work at the basement.
You were at the basement today, yeah? Mhm. El sótano, ¿vale? Estaba en el sótano. Lo pillaron con lo que lo pillaron.
Con pólvora.
Con pólvora y con la mecha y todo. Ya estaba listo para explotar, ¿vale?
Houses of Parliament with a huge barrel full of gunpowder and a fuse ready to be lit. The guard discovered him, arrested him. He was tried and found guilty.
He was tried. Fue acusado, ¿no?
O sea,
Y condenado culpable, ¿no?
After which he was hung, drawn and quartered.
Vale. Vamos a aprender las torturas que se hacía antes. Colgado. Drawn sería como estirado, ¿vale?
y
Co-
cortado.
Y quarter, antes se hacía eso, cuartear. Antes se cogía. Y además que mandaba cada pieza a un rincón del reino, ¿no? Para decir,
Sí,
mira,
antes lo decía el niño, sí decía, ¿no? Que lo cortaran en tanto que le dijeron que le iba a cortar en tanto.
sí,
tantos trozos y lo va a mandar a
tanto.
trozos.
¿Has visto la película Braveheart?
Ah,
Pues hicieron lo mismo. Lo habéis visto, ¿no? ¿Sabes de qué película estoy hablando? Sí, lo mismo. Hang, drawn and quarter.
A nasty punishment. In order to celebrate his survival, King James ordered the people of England to light a huge bonfire on the evening of the 5th of November. And that is how Bonfire Night began. Back in the 1600s, Bonfire Night was about politics and religion, and it caused some unrest for many, many years. But these days, we've forgotten all of that, and Bonfire Night is all about having fun and social interaction. So what will you find in the UK on Bonfire Night? Well, bonfires. Usually there's one big organised event that you can go to where they have a huge bonfire that's kept
Vale,
very
bonfire sería lo que aquí llamamos jua, ¿vale? Obviamente no el mismo día.
Lo que
Es un
llamamos
muñeco, ¿vale? Y lo mete fuego, ¿vale?
fireworks. There has to be fireworks on Bonfire Night. Of course, it's not fun for the animals, they find it quite nerve-wracking, but for the kiddies and for the families alike, we all enjoy a good fireworks display.
Fireworks.
fuego artificial.
Fuego artificial. Muy bien.
Guy Fawkes. Even though Bonfire Night is no longer about politics, Guy still features in most bonfire nights. Children will enjoy making a huge
¿Alguien ha visto la película? Vendetta. Lo aconsejo, ¿vale? Muy buena. ¿Vale? Es Vendetta con V.
Que se llama V de Vendetta.
O, sí, V for Vendetta, sí. Vendetta es venganza, ¿vale?
life-size Guy out of tights and newspapers and old clothes. And what they would normally do then is throw the guy onto the bonfire and burn him. Which is interesting because the original Guy Fawkes wasn't killed with fire, he was hung, drawn and quartered. And many organised events will also include things like music, rides, or
Ride sería... esa palabra. Desfile, ¿vale? Esto sería puestos, ¿no? Los puestos.
fun fair type stalls. You might even find candy floss.
Candy floss. ¿Dónde vamos? ¿Qué es candy floss? Algodón de azúcar. Ujú.
Toffee apples.
Toffee apples.
Manzana de caramelo.
Ujú.
Alcohol being served. It really is just a chance for families to get together and enjoy a good night out in the fresh air, hopefully when it's not raining. So if you are celebrating Bonfire Night with a little sparkler, a bonfire and some fireworks, then I hope that you have a wonderful time. But remember to stay safe. Until next time,
Okay.
take care.
Perfecto. Un consejo al canal de ella, muy bueno. English like a native. Muy bueno. Vale, voy a poner otro. Otra vez tenemos nuestra amiga Penélope. Ya lo hemos visto, ¿no? Vale. Este es otro programa que ella fue.
¿Cuál de entrevista?
I think that Penelope is a very unique, she's an incredibly beautiful person, but she's also a really amazing actor, and she takes her work very seriously, and I just wanted to hang out with her.
Okay, huh?
I think that Penelope is a very unique, she's an
¿Cómo se
incredibly
dice Penélope,
beautiful
por cierto?
person, but she
Penélope.
Penelope. ¿Y este hombre de dónde es? ¿De Inglaterra?
Americano.
Es americano, se nota además, ¿no?
I think that Penelope is a very unique, she's an incredibly beautiful person, but she's also a really amazing actor, and she takes her work very seriously, and I just wanted to hang out with her.
Vale. Hang out with her. Do you know this word?
¿Conocerme a ella?
No, no hang, no hang.
No es hang, no.
No es hang, es hang out. Hang out, pasar tiempo, pasar rato. No hug, no.
Sí, no, hang.
Hang out with her. Hang out with her. Okay, hang out with her. Okay. Pasar tiempo.
Javi, ¿qué traductor nos recomendaste que no lo tengo comprado? Yo uso el traductor de Google y no
No aconsejo que use traductores. Aconsejo que use diccionario en inglés.
diccionario.
Cambridge o Macmillan.
Vale.
¿Vale? Y especial que os fijéis en los ejemplos que viene, cómo se usa la palabra, ¿no? Los ejemplos.
Eso sí lo tiene el traductor de Google, pero...
No, traductor no.
Sí, pero también te lía.
Traductor no lo aconsejo. A ver. Macmillan, por ejemplo. Imagínate que quieres aprenderte Hangout. Que lo hemos visto hoy,
Por
¿no?
eso te lo digo, por ese tipo de expresiones.
Te vas aquí,
Porque hay ese...
lo pones,
Sí.
¿vale?
Y verás de eso aquí.
Y te va al ejemplo. Bueno, lee un poquito la definición.
Sí.
Two students were hanging out of the second floor. Vale, aquí te viene una definición. Y si vamos para abajo, hang out. A ver, por ejemplo, Cambridge. Voy a poner de Cambridge. Aquí te sale también. Aquí también tiene para ponerlo en español. De todas formas, traducción o va a confundir. Mira, aquí sale en francés. Qué bien, ¿no? Espérate. English. Yo aconsejo en inglés todo. Que las traducciones a veces te lían más. A ver. To spend a lot of time in a place or with someone. Esa sería la definición. I've been hanging out backstage with the band. Aquí te pone más ejemplos. They enjoy hanging out with each other when they work it. Yo aconsejo que os fijéis en los ejemplos, no la frase que intentáis, ¿no? I don't know why he hangs out with James. They've got nothing in common. So to spend time together, basically, yeah? Yeah?
Didn't you? Thank you. But you say Zoolander in a particular way. I mean, I think it's written for you to say it in a particular way.
Okay, written? Written?
Yes.
You understand written? Los verbos ya no tenemos que saber, ¿eh? Write, wrote, written. Vale, está hablando del acento de ella, ¿no? Que ella habla una palabra de una forma particular, ¿no?
But you say Zoolander in a particular way. I mean, I think it's written for you to say it.
In a particular way. Es normal que cueste más trabajo. Cuando habla ella, a lo mejor cuesta muy poquito, pero cuando hablan nativos cuesta más. Es por lo que os comenté, ¿no? Que van uniendo palabras. Eso solo escuchando mucho.
Didn't you? Thank you. But you say Zoolander in a particular way. I mean, I think it's written for you to say it in a particular way.
No, because when he called me and I said, "Yeah, you're gonna do Zoolander too," and he said, "By the way, I wanted to keep saying it like this in the movie."
By the way? By the way, do you know? A propósito. ¿Qué es lo que tiene que hacer?
No sé, eso no me he enterado.
Va, ella dice una palabra
Ah, Zoolander.
que ella pronuncia con esa Z típica española.
Es Zoolander.
Es zoo, es como zzz, ¿vale? He dicho, no, dilo así. ¿Vale? Acento español famoso por eso. Además yo distingo el latino por el español por esto, por cómo pronunciamos la Z. Tengo una amiga que me dice, dime corazón. Sí. Me encanta. Sí, corazón, pero con la Z.
Is Zoolander in a particular way? I mean, I think it's written for you to say it in a particular way.
No, because when he called me and I said, "Yeah, you're gonna do Zoolander too," and he said, "By the way, I wanted to keep saying it like this in the movie." You're Spanish, you play a Spanish person that works in Italy and also speaks Italian, but you're Spanish. We're saying Zoolander and Albacete and...
Because I didn't realize that when you went to Hollywood first, I mean, you really didn't speak English.
So when you went to Hollywood first, you didn't really speak English. Yeah, you understand? No? I knew you didn't. Okay, when you went to Hollywood first, the first time,
Tú viniste.
Cuando tú viniste.
fuiste. Ella no estaba en Hollywood. When you went to Hollywood first, you didn't really speak English. Yeah? No English. Not really. Okay? Just a little bit.
Because I didn't realize that when you went to Hollywood first, I mean, you really didn't speak English.
¿Vale? Dice una coletilla que se usa mucho en inglés. I mean. Vale, esto es como bono. Y dice, es que, algo parecido. Es que, quiero decir,
En plan.
en plan, ¿no? Que se dice aquí. Yo eso no lo uso
En
nunca.
plan ese que usan.
En plan, no sé qué, en plan, no sé cuánto.
Oye,
Con inglés hay coletilla también, en todos los idiomas. Uno es este, I mean. Otro es usar like. Y otro es you know. Hay, bueno, hay unos cuantos. Estos son muy comunes.
We're saying Zoolander and Albacete and...
Because I didn't realize that when you went to Hollywood first, I mean, you really didn't speak English.
I spoke so little. I just knew my lines. So I was...
Basic. Do you know basic, Aurora? What is basic? Se lo he escrito si lo sabe, ¿no? ¿Cómo se lee esto? Ella dice basically. Esto de aquí no se pronuncia, ¿no? Basically. Basically. Básicamente, ¿no?
He didn't speak English.
I spoke so little. I just knew my lines. So I was really freaking out when everybody was talking, the actors, the direction, and I had no idea.
Otra expresión que se usa mucho en inglés. Vale, esto es lo que le pasa a muchos de mis alumnos cuando yo pongo un vídeo de esto. Uy, que no me entero, ¿qué pasa? Freak out. Ay, I don't understand. Eso es freak out. Ponerse nervioso, ¿no? Perder el control. Freak out.
Like the bell.
Exactly. We're gonna play it later. You're gonna freak out. So she was freaking out when everybody was talking. She couldn't understand, okay? ¿Pongo otra vez? Hay una canción que se llama Freak Out.
Sí.
Freak out.
Freak out.
¿Yeah?
Yo pensaba de modo votación.
Knew my lines. So I was really freaking out when I spoke so little. I just knew my lines. So
I just
was
knew my lines.
Ni texto, ¿no?
Exactamente. Lines se refiere al diálogo que se aprende, ¿no? Los actores.
really freaking out when everybody was talking, the actors, the direction, and I had no idea what they were saying. It was really frustrating.
I had no idea. I had no idea. Do you understand? I had no idea. No idea.
No idea. Zero idea.
Do you understand idea?
No idea.
Si lo escribo, sí, ¿no?
Uy, Paco.
I, D, A. Repeat, please.
Idea, ¿no?
¿Cómo se lee?
Idea.
Idea. ¿Y cómo cree que se dice IKEA en inglés?
IKEA en...
¿Ikea?
IKEA.
Ikea.
Exactly. En sueco no, en sueco es español.
¿También sabes sueco?
The direction, I had no idea what they were saying. It was really frustrating.
A very led to some embarrassment to the hairdressers.
Vale.
It was really frustrating.
A very led to some embarrassment to the hairdressers.
Vale. ¿No conocemos este verbo? No, ¿no? Ah, leader sí, ¿no? ¿Leader? El líder, ¿no? ¿Qué se llama leader? Que es el que guía. ¿Vale? El verbo es lead, ¿vale? Y el pasado es led. Led. ¿Ok? Lead, led. Por guiar o llevarte a una situación, ¿no? Le pongo otra vez.
It was really frustrating.
A very led to some embarrassment to the hairdressers.
So
Yeah.
that led to an embarrassment. Embarrassment? Vamos a aprender la palabra embarrassment.
Pasa vergüenza, ¿no?
Exactamente. Un apuro, que se dice aquí, ¿no? Embarrassment. ¿Vale? Una situación embarazosa, ¿no? O un apuro, ¿no? Se dice aquí. Embarrassment. No es embarazo, ¿vale?
Que no sé por qué le pregunto eso.
Ahora lo explica.
It was really frustrating.
A very led to some embarrassment to the hairdressers.
Hairdressers?
La peluquera, ¿no?
No, no, no. It's the place.
Ah, la
Hairdressers.
La peluquería, ¿no?
Vale. Le pregunta qué le pasa algo, ¿no? Le pasó una situación embarazosa en la peluquería,
La peluquería. Vale.
¿no? Por culpa de no saber inglés, ¿no?
It was really frustrating.
A very led to some embarrassment to the hairdressers.
Yeah. It is true that once I went to the hairdresser and I asked for a blowjob.
Vale. Vamos a empezar con el verbo. Ask for.
Pedir.
Pedir. Bueno, el otro lo voy a poner, pero voy a dejar que vosotros lo busquéis porque es algo que se hace con la boca, ¿vale? Un poco guarrindongo.
Ah, vale,
¿Sí?
claro.
Hola.
Indica la deidad, ¿no?
Hello.
Hello.
Coming. Coming and sit down.
No, pero es que está ahí en inglés.
Sí.
Ya.
Entonces no lo mío. Gracias.
Okay. I won't tell you what a blowjob is, okay? It's dirty. No apropiado para este horario.
Ah, vale, entonces no lo
Went to the hairdresser and I asked for a blowjob.
Everything you left me is so convincing.
Él también lo ha pedido, ¿no?
¿Por qué no me he enterado?
Es que no te enteras.
No, ¿de qué es lo que le pasó? Porque estaba... Bueno, es que no te ha dicho que...
Es que no te lo puedo-
Pidieron que hiciera
Una
eso.
cosa que no te va a decir.
Es una cosa que se hace con la boca.
Pues será...
Eugenia, ¿te hago un dibujo?
será-
Sí,
no,
mejor.
Lo entenderás perfectamente con mi dibujo.
Bueno,
No lo dudo.
a dejarlo.
Tú imagínatelo ya.
A ver, ¿dónde está el otro? Este lo he puesto ya, ¿no? ¿Este lo he puesto?
Sí.
Ese...
Sí, ¿no? Ah,
Qué guapa. La antipática a la otra. Mira que la cogí María a la F.
espérate. Ah, no. Stephen, voy a poner el otro. Así me falta. Voy a poner este.
My first guest tonight has played everyone from Puss in Boots to Picasso. He's now nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor in Pain and Glory.
Mamá, siento mucho no haber sido nunca el hijo que tú deseabas. Cuando decías a quién habrá salido.
Take after. What does take after mean? H.
Haber salido alguien.
Parecerse a alguien, salir a alguien, ¿vale? Ponlo por ahí. Take after. Todo junto, ¿vale? Take after.
Cuando decías a quién habrá salido este niño, no lo decías precisamente con orgullo. Yo me daba cuenta.
¿Darse cuenta? Realized. Realized.
Yo me daba
Esa palabra, Aurora. Realized. Darse cuenta. No realizar, ¿vale?
cuenta. Te he fallado simplemente por ser como soy. Lo siento mucho.
Please welcome back to The Late Show, Antonio Banderas. Nice to see you again. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure being here, really, with you.
Congratulations on your Oscar.
Vale, congratulations on. Enhorabuena por, ¿vale? Congratulations on.
Nomination.
Thank you, thank you.
You've been doing this a long time. You've been a famous professional actor for a long time, but I've been to many.
Award. Award?
Premios, ¿no?
Premio. Muy bien, premio. The Oscars Awards. ¿Ya?
Award shows. Do you still get
Vale. Star, estrella, ¿no? Vale, Starstruck. No hay una palabra, no se me ocurre. Es cuando te impresiona cuando ve a un artista, ¿no? Un famoso. Se llama Starstruck. Golpeado por la estrella, literalmente, ¿vale?
Abrumado, ¿no? Como abrumado, ¿no?
Exactamente, como te pone nervioso, te pone, ¿sabes? Como...
Shy, ¿no?
O te pone a llorar, yo qué sé.
Entonces la frase entera, ¿qué significa?
Que todavía se deja impresionar por la estrella. Ujú.
I've been to many award shows. Do you still get starstruck at all?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because musicians do it to me. Who starstrucks you?
Robert De Niro, for example.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Bobby D.
Yeah, absolutely. If I am in a room with him, I get very nervous.
You can't talk?
No, I don't know what to say to him. Every time that I meet with him, he behaves actually very nicely.
Behaves. Comportarse, ¿vale? Behaves. Behaves.
Very natural. But I don't know, for whatever reason, I get very nervous in front of
Ok,
him.
whatever, cualquiera, cualquier. ¿eh?
I just say a bunch of stupidities. You know, things that I don't want to say. And I think he noticed, actually. Because everything that he does is just kind of...
Actually, Aurora. Actually.
Actualmente, no. Ay, ¿cómo era?
¿Cómo cae? Siempre cae en esta, ¿eh? Vamos a poner esta. Actually. Ponlo por ahí. En realidad.
En realidad.
Te pregunto después, ¿eh?
Every time that I meet with him, he behaves actually very nicely and very natural. But I don't know, for whatever reason, I get very nervous in front of him and just say a bunch of stupidities. You know, things that I don't want to say. And I think he noticed, actually. Because everything
Actually.
En realidad.
Muy bien.
that he does is just come to me and he kisses me. And he goes away.
Well, in what year was Philadelphia?
Philadelphia was in 1994.
1994. Okay, so
93 was shot at
shot in 94.
Yeah.
That year, Tom Hanks won for Philadelphia, and his acceptance speech, I believe you were there for that, and he said, second to my lover, meaning Rita Wilson, you are the only person he would trade for.
He's a nice guy.
He is a very nice guy.
No, it was actually it was
Aurora, actually.
En realidad.
Muy bien.
a beautiful night because you know when you see the Oscars from outside from a country like my country, you know, since you are a kid and then you become a professional, it's, you know, it's bigger than life. When you are there many years after, it looks like a dream. That night actually was very beautiful.
Actually?
También.
No, en realidad. En
En
realidad.
realidad.
Ah.
Because he dedicated the award to me.
Award?
Mm,
Premio.
Premio.
And after that, I remember we went to have some, some drinks. I think it was at the Elton John's party. And at that table
The
was
Elton John part?
Elton John.
He does good parties.
Yeah. So it was Elton John, it was Bruce Springsteen at the table.
I
He
see.
got an Academy Award that night for the speech of Philadelphia.
Yeah, sure.
And it was Steven Spielberg. And, it was like crazy. There was some, refreshment at the table and Oscars there.
Sure.
And suddenly...
They make a very nice centerpiece.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful, very shiny. And no, Steven at some point said to me, a character called Zorro. And I said,
Spielberg asked about Zorro that night?
That night. And I said, yeah. And I said, would you like just to come to see me tomorrow in Napoli, in Universal, we can talk about it? And I said, sure. Yeah, it was a long night. I went there with a little bit of a hangover. But
Okay, hangover. Hangover. I'm gonna put it here. Hangover. So when you go partying and you drink a lot, you have a hangover. Okay? When you drink and drink and drink, next day you have a hangover. Okay? Hangover? Resaca. Muy bien. Hangover.
Universal, we can talk about it. And I said, sure. Yeah, it was a long night. I went there with a little bit of a hangover. But he offered me Zorro.
Sure.
Yeah.
A little hangover sounds a little bit like Zorro.
Exactly.
He likes to have fun. Now, Pain and Glory is, how many movies have you done with Pedro Almodovar now?
8 movies.
8th movie over 40 years.
40 years, yeah.
This is, which movie is this
Oh,
from?
this is Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. Yeah, that was 1988, I think. I was very, very young.
Huh?
Esa película
You look, can you go back to,
This one?
yes, you look a little bit
Sorry,
like,
sorry. Can you ask me again?
Sí, esa película. Do they know that film there? Is famous that film in...
No, I haven't. To be honest, I'm not. I don't really watch Almodovar. To be honest, I don't really like his films. It's not my cup of tea.
No, not yours.
Yeah.
Of they or the people in...
Yeah. I mean, people who like Almodovar, all that. Yeah, I suppose so, but yeah, yeah, I think so. Or maybe they have it with subtitles. Yeah.
Nervous Breakdown. Yeah, that was 1988, I think. I was very, very young.
you look, can you go back to this? You look a little bit like you're one of the extras on Friends there. Okay, and now here you are again. This is you winning, along with Pedro, winning the Goya Awards.
Last Saturday.
Just last Saturday in Spain. This
I
is
don't
Spain's
really much
Oscar.
like that picture, actually.
That would impress you all.
In Malaga, wasn't it? Yeah. It was in Malaga, I think. Yeah. Here in
Martín Carpet.
Yes.
No difference at all. Do you remember the first time you met?
Yes. I was working at that time at the National Theatre. We were having a coffee. Some of the actors outside, and a guy with a red
Briefcase? Briefcase like this, yeah? Maletín, yeah?
case, right? And he was very funny. And he entertained us for like 20 minutes. He talked and talked and talked.
What year was this?
It was 1981. No, 1980. 1980. And so by the end, he stood up. He just looked at me. I got long hair at the time, mustache. And he said to me, "You got a very romantic face. You should do a movie."
Okay, mustache, you know?
Bigote.
Mustache, yes, bigote. Mustacho, ¿no? ¿Se dice aquí también? Mustache. Okay. Estoy notando que no está muy bien escrito. No fijé mucho de esto porque vienen algunas cosas raras. Bueno, pero para tener una idea.
And I said, "Sure." So he went away, and I asked the guys, "Who is this man?" And they said, "His name is Pedro Almodovar. He made one movie, but he will never do another one." In Spain, we have great filmmakers and bad prophets, obviously.
Profits. Money, yeah? Profits. Okay, what does character mean?
Personaje.
Personaje, no carácter, ¿vale? Y se dice based on, basado en.
In the movie, your character is based on Omaro's life himself.
Basically played him, yeah.
And he's going through like psychic and physical pain at the same time. You, I understand, just a few years ago had a heart attack.
3 years ago.
Heart attack. You understand? Yeah?
3 years ago, okay. How did that inform, having that experience, inform this part or change you as an actor or as a person? What's been the effect of that? Because I imagine it's a big break in the way you think about life.
It really changed my life. He made me look at life in a completely different way. You know, he put a different order in my priorities. And I understood even acting in a different way. You know, the night that because I got the heart attack in the morning and then at night they put 3 stents in my coronary arteries. And there was a woman that I never saw before and I never saw after. It was a nurse, an older woman. And she
Nurse?
Enfermera.
came to me. I got all these tubes. I was at the hospital and she said to me, she made the most unusual question actually. She said, do you believe in
Actually? En realidad, uy. Esta la aprendo hoy. Esta palabra la aprendo.
popular culture?
Believe in popular culture.
And and she said to me, she made the most unusual question actually. She said, do you believe in popular culture?
Believe in popular culture.
And I said, I guess I do, yes. Why? You're asking me that. And she said, because why do you think people say, I love you with all of my heart? And they don't say, I love you with all my brain, for example, or with all of my kidneys. Why
Kidneys? Riñones, ¿vale? Kidneys.
they that? Oh, you broke my heart. He said, because the heart is not only just an organ that it sends oxygen around your body. Your heart is actually a warehouse for film.
Okay, warehouse. Almacén, ¿vale? Warehouse. This is true, okay? Yeah, it's true, it's true.
And you're going to get really sad in the next 2 or 3 months. And you say, I'm not depressed. Say, no, depression is a medical condition. You're going to get sad. But then you're going to come out different. You'll see, you're going to learn something beautiful about this. And she was right. You know, a couple of weeks after I was watching movies in my house in London, and suddenly I was crying.
Suddenly.
De repente.
Everything made me cry. You know, a painting, something beauty, which I know I've never cried, believe me. But ever since that time, it was almost like somebody peeled the skin out.
Peel. Despellejar, quitar la piel, ¿vale? Pelar.
Everything was more raw. Pedro Almodóvar saw
Raw,
that,
crudo. Raw. ¿Vale?
and he said to me, don't try to hide that.
Hide. Ocultar. Yeah? I'm gonna play it again.
Made me cry. You know, a painting, something beauty, which I know I've never cried, believe me. But ever since that time, it was almost like somebody peeled the skin out of me. Everything was more raw. Pedro Almodóvar saw that, and he said to me, don't try to hide that. Show that in the character, please, because I felt like that when I was suffering all those pains and that isolation. So, you know, we actors we just suck from everything that is surrounding us, and that was a good experience in a way. You know, I know that a heart attack is a horrible thing, especially if you don't survive it, obviously. But it could be a good thing. It could be a good thing, and actually it's one of the best things that ever happened in my life because it taught me so much about myself.
Okay, taught is the past of teach, yeah? So it's teach.
Enseña mucho.
Taught.
El mismo, ¿eh?
Teach, taught, okay?
Become precious to you? Is it because you feel like you almost lost everything, or people almost lost you, or is it something more mysterious than that?
Probably it's more mysterious than that. Like life itself, just really mysterious. You know, every day is a new lesson. But it put me in a position in which things that were important before they stopped being important. Money became kind of an intellectual process that was very Machiavellic in a way.
We have to take a little bit of a break. Please don't go. We'll be right back with more Antonio Banderas.
Okay, easy, difficult, more or less.
No difficult because you have the subtitles.
Well, subtitle were a little bit dodgy, not a very. Okay, so we're gonna learn about this one. Well, fast, late, hard, and hardly. What's the difference? Okay. So let's talk about. So we have the word good and well, right? So the difference is well is an adverb, good is an adjective. Okay. So you say, for example, your English is good, but you speak English well. So you need a verb, and this you need a noun. Sophie is a good pianist. Sophie plays the piano well. However, when we're talking about some verbs like feel, see, we say good. Like the song, I feel good, yeah? Exactly, I feel good. Okay, we also use well in number of adjectives with past participle. So well known, bien conocido, well educated, well paid, well behaved. So for example, Sophie's father is a well-known writer. Yeah? And also you can say well when you mean you can have a good health. Like, how are you today? I'm very well, thanks. It's also very common to say I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Now, easy, yeah? No problem? Right. Now, fast, hard, and late. So, fast is both an adjective and an adverb. Okay? We don't really say fastly. It does not exist. So Darren is a fast runner. Darren can run fast. And the same with hard. It's both an adjective and an adverb. It's hard to find a job right now. Kate works hard. We don't say hardly. Hardly is a different word in English. No tiene nada que ver con hard. Hard and hardly, completely different. And the same with the word late. It's both an adverb and an adjective. Vale. Recordad que los adjetivos puedo hacer adverbios añadiendo el y, ¿no? Por ejemplo, quick, quickly.
Friendly.
Friend, friendly, ¿ya? Estas son excepciones. Okay, lately means recently. Últimamente. Have you ever seen Kate lately? Entonces, late y lately tampoco tiene nada que ver. Y hardly tampoco tiene nada que ver con hard. Entonces, no sé si acordamos una pregunta yo para aprender esto. Do you work hard or do you hardly work? So hardly significa very little, almost nothing.
El mínimo.
Exacto, apenas, casi nada. Y hard al contrario, hard es duro, ¿no? Mucho. Work hard, trabajar mucho. Y hardly work es apenas trabajar. Esto es político, ¿vale? Hardly work, y esto nosotros, ¿vale? We work hard, a politician hardly work. So, y es un adverbio, se pone delante, ¿no? Sarah wasn't very friendly at the party. She hardly spoke to me. Apenas me habló. Vale, vamos a comparar hard y hardly. He tried hard to find a job. But I'm not surprised he didn't find a job. He hardly tried. Totalmente diferente. Es lo contrario, de hecho. Y como pone aquí, hardly goes before the verb. Porque es un adverbio y suele ir delante, ¿no? So we hardly know each other. Apenas nos conocemos. Si es un verbo especial, es al revés, ¿no? I can hardly do something. ¿Vale? También hardly lo puedo poner con anybody, anyone, casi nadie, casi nada, ¿no? So for example, there's hardly anything in the fridge. Aquí, cuando se usa así, significa almost, o nearly, más o menos, ¿eh? Hardly anybody in our class passed. Casi nadie en nuestra clase aprobó. Hardly ever. Es lo mismo que decir almost never. Casi nunca. ¿Ok? Y también hardly puede tener este significado de certainly not. Especialmente con algún adjetivo. Hardly surprising. Sería como no es de sorprender. It's hardly surprising that you're tired. No me sorprende que esté cansado. You haven't slept for 3 days. Another example. The situation is serious, but it's hardly a crisis. Ciertamente no es una crisis, ¿vale? Okay, we're gonna practice a little bit. Very easy, I think. This one is very easy. Well or good? So, I play tennis, but I'm not very good. Aurora, what does it mean? ¿Yo juego? ¿Juego? Okay, tell me in Spanish. I play.
Yo juego, pero
¿Juego qué?
yo juego al tenis, pero muy poquito, pero no muy bien.
Pero no soy bueno.
Pero no soy bueno.
Okay. Number 2, Eugenia.
Joe's exam results were very good.
Joe's exam results were very good. Yeah? What does it mean?
Que los exámenes de Joe no fueron
Los exámenes no.
vaya,
Resultado del examen de Joe fueron muy buenos. Number 3, Paco.
Joe did well in his exams.
What does it mean?
Joe lo hizo bien en su examen.
Number 4, Aurora.
Last night.
Ajá.
Good.
Well.
Well.
Va con el verbo, ¿vale?
Ay, sí.
Sleep well. I didn't sleep well last night. What does it mean? ¿Qué
Yo
significa?
no pude dormir.
Bien.
Yo no pude dormir bien por la pasada noche. No.
¿La pasada noche?
No,
¿Te has hecho eso alguna vez?
No.
¿Anoche?
Anoche.
Ya está.
Sí, anoche.
Pasada noche, esto no lo decir.
No, lo
Dame 5.
bueno.
Eugenia.
I like your hat. It looks well on you.
Esto es lo que yo decía antes. Con algunos verbos de percepción, como feel, look, see, decimos good normalmente.
Good.
It looks good on you.
Te ha pillado la excepción.
It looks good on you. Más que it looks well.
Pero que no me suena bonito.
You look good.
Sí, look good.
You look good.
Good on you.
So it looks good on you. Se refiere a sombrero, ¿no?
Vale.
Hay algunas excepciones como feel good, smell también. It smells good. ¿Ya? It tastes good. ¿Ya? O con verbo de percepción se ve bonito, me siento bien, ¿no? I feel good. Number 6.
Can you speak up? I can hear you very good.
Very well.
I can hear you very well. O here decimos well. No.
Con here.
I can't hear you very well. No te escucho muy bien. Can you speak up? Can you speak up? Do you understand, Aurora?
¿Me puedes hablar? ¿Alto? Más
Háblame más alto.
Más alto.
I can't hear you very well. Number 7, Aurora. Mate.
I met him.
Her, not here. Her.
I met her.
A few.
Days. But I don't know. Her. Good. No.
H-R-A, ¿no? I don't know her well.
Chirriar.
7. What does it mean? Yo la conocí
Yo la conocí en
unas pocas veces.
bueno, no
Eso
entiendo,
ahora me lo va a
pero
explicar.
es que no lo sé traducir.
Hace tiempo, ¿no?
Tú
Más bien.
siempre dices que Met es para la primera vez, así que no la has podido conocer unas pocas de veces. La primera
Vale.
vez la has Met.
Yo la conocí
Las demás,
una vez, ¿no?
Vale,
Hace
vale.
tiempo, ¿no? Hace tiempo.
vale. Buena pregunta. ¿Por qué yo pongo meet her a few times y yo digo siempre que meet es solo la primera vez? Para meet es hacer el encuentro.
Bueno, se encontraron hace mucho tiempo.
Nos hemos encontrado unas pocas veces. ¿Vale? Yo me he encontrado con ella. Pero realmente yo no la conozco. A lo mejor ha dicho hello, my name is. O sea, y a lo mejor lo veo dentro de 3 meses. ¿Vale? Ya, no, para decir no, es que ya hay un trato o un algo. ¿Ya? Esa es la idea. 8, Paco.
You speak German well. She's good at language.
Déjame la ese también. Languages. Es probable, ¿vale? So Lucy speaks German well. She's good at languages. Nos acordamos que cuando se habla de habilidades se mete esto, ¿no? What are you good at? Eso lo pregunté el otro día, ¿no? What are you good at? What are you good at? What are you bad at? Yo personalmente yo diría, I'm hopeless at numbers. Mathematics and I, we don't agree. We are not friends. Languages, yeah, I love languages. Entonces, Lucía habla alemán bien, se le da bien los idiomas o ella es buena en los idiomas, ¿no? Vamos a formar adjetivos con esto y poniéndolo esto. Ya tenemos well behaved. Well behaved es que se comporta bien. ¿Vale? Esto es difícil encontrarlo. The children were very good. They were well behaved. Eran bien portados. Literalmente. Se portaban bien. Ok, number 2. Eugenio, te lo dejo a ti.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of her. She's quite. Madre mía.
Qué fácil, qué bien. Está fácil.
So,
She's quite. Espérate. Well known.
well known. Ella es bastante bien conocida, literalmente, ¿no? Me sorprende que no haya escuchado hablar de ella. ¿Vale? To hear of es que tú has escuchado hablar de algo, ¿no? Number 3. Aurora, for you. Our neighbors.
Our neighbor. Game is neat.
No, game no. Garden.
Garden is neat.
Neat.
Neat and
Tidy.
tidy.
Vale, repite otra vez.
Our neighbor.
Neighbors.
Neighbors. Garden. Neighbor.
Our neighbors.
And neighbors.
Gardens. No,
Garden.
garden. No. Garden.
Garden is neat. Is neat and tidy. Tidy.
Tidy.
Tidy.
Tidy.
Tidy.
Okay. Our.
Howard.
No, Howard no. Our.
Our
Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Pronuncia la S. Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Garden
Garden
is neat and
tidy.
tidy. One more time.
Or neighbors. Garden is neat and tidy.
Tidy.
Tidy. It is very well.
Vale. ¿Cuál creéis que puede ser?
Okay.
Kept. Se mantiene muy bien. Vale, neat and tidy, una expresión que se usa mucho. Significa muy ordenado, muy escueto, ¿vale? Neat and tidy. Neat es como limpio y tidy ordenado. Solo ir juntos, ¿vale? Number 4. Eugenio.
I enjoyed the book. It's a great story and it's very well
Written.
written.
Tenemos 2 T. ¿Nos acordamos lo de la regla de la vocal?
Que no la use, pero
Cuando tenemos 2 vocales repetidas, 2 vocales, perdón, consonantes, esta vocal siempre es cerrada, ¿vale? Porque parto aquí en medio. Sin embargo, cuando la vocal es la última letra de la sílaba, aquí sería la I, ¿no? Se pronuncia larga, ¿no? Sería I. Entonces digo tidy, ¿vale? Y aquí digo written, no digo written, porque tengo dos T, ¿no? Es un pequeño truco. Por eso yo digo write se escribe con una T, pero esta se escribe con dos, para cambiarme el sonido, ¿no? Number 5.
Tanya knows about everything. She's very well informed.
Well informed. ¿Esta E no se pronuncia? Lo de la E. Nos acordamos de la reglita. Cuando tengo una ED, así. La E normalmente muda, excepto cuando delante tengo que.
La T
O la D.
o la D.
Si tengo una M, no la leo. Si tengo una H, no la leo. Entonces digo informed. Leo la D, pero la E no. 6. Aurora.
Jane
Works.
Jane walk very
No,
hard.
púnteme la S. Jane
Walk,
works.
Jane works very hard in her job, but she isn't very well paid.
Hey, no se le paga bien. A pesar de que trabaja mucho, como todos los sitios, ¿no?
Como todos nosotros como seríamos.
Like all of us. All of us.
Like all of us.
Ujú. Vale, vamos a aprender la diferencia entre hard y hardly, que es total, ¿no? Es todo lo contrario. O tener que decir hard o hardly, depende del contexto, ¿no? For example, I'm tired, la R muda, ¿vale? I'm tired because I've been working hard. O eso yo estoy, ¿cómo era? Cansado. Cansado. Yo a mi alumno español le enseño así. Aquí quita la D. Cansado.
¿Por qué? Porque así ya no lo
Porque así como hablamos realmente.
Sí.
Hombre, las D no las comemos todo el rato.
Bueno, no sé. No
Se lo enseña a los
pero...
No, andaluz no. Perdona, los mexicanos hablan así.
¿Sí?
Los del norte de España también. Sobre todo si está hablando muy rápido. Con economía del lenguaje se llama eso, ¿vale? Sí, sí, es una teoría. Estamos cada vez reduciendo más. Llega un momento que hace ¡plum!
Con la mirada ya mismo.
Sí, el italiano, todo con gestos. Ah, cosa? Che cazzo sta dicendo? Number 2, Paco, for example.
I was in a hurry, so I was walking espera,
Tengo slow y slowly. Al uso.
que hurry no me acuerdo qué era.
Vale, vamos a aprendernos la expresión. In a hurry, tener prisa. No tenía prisa.
So I'm walking slow.
Lee. Slowly. Porque esto es un verbo, ¿no? Necesitan el verbio. I was walking slowly. Slowly es como la canción, ¿qué es slowly?
Poco a poco, lentamente.
Despacito. Slowly. ¿Vale?
Ah, bueno, cuando dice esta.
Slowly. Please speak slowly. No slow, slowly. ¿Por qué? Porque digo speak. Number 3, Aurora.
I haven't been to the cinema late. Cinema late.
Yo no he estado en el cine tarde.
Yo no.
Yo no he estado en el cine tarde. ¿Tiene algún sentido?
Ninguno.
¿Qué significa lately? Últimamente.
Yo no fui al cine. Yo
No tiene nada que ver con late.
Claro.
¿Vale? So late, tarde. Lately,
Late.
últimamente.
Yeah.
Este aquí, ¿vale? Can you repeat again?
I haven't been to the cinema late.
No, no.
No, late. Late.
Vale. Lately. One more time.
Late.
No, the whole thing.
I haven't been to the cinema late.
Me está diciendo late. Es lately.
Late. Right.
One more time.
I haven't been to the cinema late. Lately. Lately.
Vale, esta E me la como. La E esta me la como.
Late.
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 Lee.
I haven't been to the cinema lately.
Perfect.
Lately.
Finally. Perfect. Y notamos que decimos been to siempre, ¿vale? Been to. 4. Eugenia.
Slow down. You're
Slow down.
walking too fast for me. Very quickly.
Exacto. ¿Entendemos la diferencia entre fast y quick? Vale, fast es velocidad. Y quick es como tú haces las cosas. ¿Vale? Fast es siempre la velocidad. Por eso walking too fast. Pero you are talking quickly. ¿Y en quick? ¿No suena en quick? Porque se hace rápido. Quick es siempre la forma de hacer algo. Quick. Fast es la velocidad. ¿Vale? Number 5, Paco.
I tried hard to remember her name, but I couldn't.
Good job.
Hard?
Hard,
I
yeah.
tried hard.
O intenté con todas mis ganas. I tried hard. Number 6, Aurora.
This cup?
¿Cómo ha hecho? ¿Ha hecho what?
What?
Cuando dos vocales andan juntos, la primera es la que habla, la segunda calla.
Disco.
O,
Is. Oh.
coat,
Oh. Claro,
o,
que no sé.
coat.
This coat is practically.
Vale, y esta A muda. Practically. Practically.
This coat is practically used.
Unused. Unused. Mhm.
I have hardly
Worn it.
worried.
Únelo. La N, pásalo aquí. Worn it. Okay, let me read it, listen to me. This coat is practically unused. I've hardly worn it. One more time. Para, repito otra vez. This coat is practically unused. I've hardly worn it. One more time.
This coat is practically used.
Unused.
Unused. I have only
Hardly.
worn it.
Okay.
Worn.
Eugenia, number 7 for you.
Laura is a good tennis player.
Ah.
She hits the ball very hard.
Sabemos que la A y la U.
Laura, ¿no?
Exactamente,
sí.
Laura.
Laura.
Laura, así como se pronuncia en inglés. Laura.
Pero si se llama Laura, hay que decirle Laura. Yo lo siento.
No te vas a entender.
Además, eso, por ejemplo, antes ponía Lucy y tú has dicho Lucía. No, si se llama Lucy, se llama Lucy.
Entonces
Y
esta es Laura.
En español tienes que ya decirle Lucy.
No, pero esta no es española.
Esta no es española.
Está en el libro de Cambridge. Entonces, Laura. Laura.
Laura is a good tennis player.
Laura, like Laura Croft, por ejemplo. Laura Croft.
Bueno,
She hits the ball very
hard.
hard, not hardly. Hard. Hard es adjetivo y adverbio. Y hardly es apenas, ¿vale? 8, Paco.
It's really dark in here. I can hardly see.
Good. 9, Paco 2.
Ben is going to run a marathon. Marathon?
Marathon.
He's been training hard.
Good job. Yeah? Shall we play
Oh
a
my
little
god,
bit?
the bell.
El puntita.
Are you afraid of the bell?
No.
Why? Why are you afraid? No.
¿Dónde lo tengo puesto ahí en Pasa Rico? Como era freak down.
You freak out.
I freak out.
Con la
I freak
canción.
out with that. I freak out with the bell.
Do you? Venga. Esta es la canción, ¿no? Voy a poner para que os relajéis un poquito, venga.
Venga, vale.
Very, very old.
Para que yo sepa lo bien que
It's French, okay? It's French. It's up to you. Depende de ti, ¿vale? It's up to you. Ponelo por ahí, ese se usa bastante. It's up to you. Depende de ti, cosa tuya. It's up to you. Mhm. It's up to you. I show you the way. Enseño el camino. Y te muestro, ¿vale? Mhm. Hold you down, te deprime, yeah? Spinning, yeah? Rhythm, ritmo, ritmo. Y vibe como vibración. Ujú. Come along es acompaña, acompáñame, come along. I have a real good time. Pásatelo muy bien. Okay, better? Are you relaxed now? Yeah, not yet? ¿Te has puesto nerviosa? Don't freak out. Relax. Calm down.
Okay. Try me.
Okay, so you already know the rules. I'm gonna start easy. Only 5 things. I'm gonna give you plenty of time, 20 seconds, okay? Get near the bell.
The
Okay?
distance, social distance.
Don't worry about that. So, when you finish telling me, you hit the bell, okay? Aurora, you're gonna start. A difficult one, very, very difficult. Okay, tell me 5 verbs in English. Verbs. Do,
Take, come,
hurry up. Have, one more.
to be.
Hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell.
Hey. Okay.
Okay.
Ya, no sé por qué, fíjate que ahí
You freak
todos
out.
son verbos, casi todos son verbos, madre mía. Pero que todo, Paco, por favor. Ay,
Okay, Eugenia.
verbo, verbo.
Okay, tell me. Okay, tell me 5 words we've seen today.
Frank Ward.
We've seen today here in this lesson.
Aquí, vale. Venga, ya sí, here, a pencil, a bottle, the door.
No, wait a moment. Words. Do words, okay? Palabras. 5 words we've seen on the lesson,
The
okay?
lesson. No here,
Ah,
today.
which, I can read here.
Yeah, I'll let you read. Hurry up.
Freak, basically,
Madre
a
mía.
word, blow up, hangover.
It's not okay. Blow out. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking about the other blow job, which I didn't tell you. I won't. Mejor que no lo busque. Sorry.
You can imagine. It's easy.
Paco, tell me 5 things you did this morning.
I woke up, and sleep. I sleep. I clean my teeth. I take some
Shower?
food.
Okay, have food, okay?
Have food. Have a shower.
Hit the bell, hit the
go
bell.
To,
Hit the bell.
Trash, to hit the trash. Tirar la basura.
Take
coño.
out the
Take
trash.
out the trash.
Pero es que encima el maldito que pone hasta el...
¿Qué?
Pues si pones hasta la campana, tú te la pones ahí. Claro, para darle.
Claro.
Sí, una campana.
Claro, es que si no, no es... Eso es más nervio todavía.
Ujú.
Yo mientras pienso lo que me está diciendo, ya está pasando el tiempo.
Claro,
Lo que me pone peor.
Okay. Allora, hello again.
Anda.
Are you ready? No? Okay, tell me 5 animals.
Dog, cat, bee,
Bee, okay, bee. Mhm. Snake, okay.
Y mus,
Moose, okay.
ratón.
No, moose no es ratón, pero bueno,
No,
este
no,
es otro
el
animal.
alce, el alce, ¿no? Nauce, ¿no?
Mouse.
Mouse.
So, this is my friend the moose.
Ah, no, pero ese no quería ver.
This is my friend the mouse.
Ah, bueno, pues entonces ya sé dos. Mouse.
Okay, by the way,
No me gusta
we say
mucho.
1 mouse, 2
Mice.
mice.
Blind.
Blind, yeah, like the song. So mice this is a plural, mouse is a singular, and this is moose.
Lo más feo que es eso no puede ser. Esto a mí me gusta.
¿Este no te gusta?
Más que el ratón, sí. Que es una cara muy simpática. Sí.
En español se llama alce, no es un reno, ¿vale?
No sé si será peligroso.
El reno es este. Vale, es un animal que solo en Canadá, creo, ¿no? El alce.
¿Y son peligrosos? ¿El otro es peligroso?
Depende de lo que le hagas. Si le toca mucho a la nariz, te dan un cornado, pero
Ya.
si no le molesta,
No son tranquilos.
son tranquilitos.
Eso parece un reno.
Esto es un reno.
Un reno, el otro es un... ¿Y ciervo?
No, perdón.
Que son muy parecidos.
Perdón, este es ciervo y este es reno, reindeer. Reindeer.
Hombre, ahora me vas a decir tú...
Vale,
Sí, lo de
este
papá.
sería reno, reindeer, deer ciervo y moose alce.
Claro. Y esos
Son muy parecidos,
los de
¿no?
Papá Noel, y es el más diferente.
Okay, whose turn is it? Yours, yeah? Mhm. Okay.
Te da más tiempo.
Okay, tell me 5 countries.
Argentina, Spain, Portugal, France, Italy, England.
Hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell.
Oh, it's very quickly.
There, yeah.
You are the best.
Mhm.
¿Cómo lo has dicho? ¿5 qué?
Animals.
Animals.
Mhm. Okay, Paco. Tell me 5 things you did last weekend.
I stay at. I take a bathroom.
Bathroom?
I watch TV. I listen music.
Listen to music?
Listen some music. I kiss my girlfriend. And I pray.
Okay. By the way, we listen
To the music.
okay?
Or to music. Or
We
to
listen
music.
to music, and we have a bath, not a bathroom.
Claro.
Have a bath or take a bath. Okay.
Pero es que si no tuviera la campana, Paco hubiera tomado el vaso. Pero con la campana, Paco toma el vaso.
Okay, what does this mean?
Time's up.
Que
Time's up?
Hemos terminado, vaya.
Hemos terminado.
Tiempo.
Good job. Okay. I'll see you next week.